Sometimes the house is sold and under contract before I even have a chance to put the sign in the yard.
I'm sure a lot of agents may be running into right now. They get excited because they got a listing, and then the listing just sits on the market because they don't know how to navigate through that, right? You were figuring out what the listing is, and you already, before it even goes to the market, you're pretty much already have, I guess you have a list of what investors or buyers that you can plug and play, that maybe their buy box. So you're automatically just trying to market that property to someone who could potentially buy it. Is that kind of one of some of the strategies that you use?
So first and foremost, I love data. So this is something I bring to the table for my listing clients and my investor clients is I've got a CRM with 17,000 contacts in it, and they're not all buyers, sellers, whatever, but I have them all tagged specifically where they buy properties. I have every single agent who I've ever had show any of my properties in certain zip codes, and it's all compiled in another CRM with about 2,000 agents here in Louisville that are still actively doing deals. So every single time I like to do sort of a pre-marketing approach to where I walk the property with the project manager or the client and I get an idea of what the property is. Obviously, I present my market analysis, my numbers, days on market, stuff like that. And I'm taking an active approach at marketing. I create a one-page listing for these properties, different than the Zillow links, different than the all of those things, and I run it because I can capture all that data, all those leads, and aggregate it myself, and then utilize it. And I just mass text and email every single agent who's done a deal with me, looked at my properties, et cetera, in those zip codes and in those areas. And it's almost like clockwork that I get showings right after. I do have really great listings priced competitively, and there's some strategy in there. That's for a whole other conversation. But I mean, a lot of my properties that I list, other than like the past month or so, because the market did slow a tad for listings, just with buyers. But it's been a while, and this is probably not great to admit in case my broker hears it. But sometimes I don't even have time. Not don't have time. Sometimes the house is sold and under contract before I even have a chance to put the sign in the yard. So
That's a great problem to have.
it's a great problem to have. So I'm trying to keep that up.